Jupiter Optimus Maximus, often simply referred to as Jupiter, is the Roman counterpart to the Greek god Zeus. Known as the king of the gods, Jupiter was the central figure in Roman religion and held a position of immense influence and authority. He was the god of the sky and thunder, wielding the mighty Thunderbolt as his weapon. His dominion over the heavens and his role as the protector of the Roman state made him the most significant deity in Roman culture. Jupiter's origins can be traced back to the ancient Italic tribes, where he was originally a sky god associated with weather phenomena. As Rome expanded and assimilated other cultures, Jupiter absorbed attributes from various deities, including Etruscan and Greek gods, solidifying his status as the supreme deity in the Roman Pantheon. Jupiter was part of the Capitoline Triad, a group of 3 deities worshipped at the temple of Jupiter, Optimus Maximus on the Capitoline Hill, the most important temple in ancient Rome. The Triad included Jupiter, Juno, his sister and wife, and Minerva, his daughter. This trio represented the protective deities of the Roman state, with Jupiter at its helm. Jupiter was depicted as a majestic figure, often shown with a beard, holding a thunderbolt and sometimes accompanied by an eagle, which was his sacred animal. He was considered the embodiment of authority, law, and social order. The Roman Senate would often invoke Jupiter during critical state functions and military campaigns, seeking his favor and protection. One of the most important aspects of Jupiter's worship was his association with oaths and treaties. Romans believed that oaths sworn in Jupiter's name were binding, and that breaking them would incur his wrath. This belief underscored the importance of honesty and integrity in Roman society. Jupiter's festivals were grand and elaborate. The most significant was the Ludi Romani, or Roman Games, held in his honor every September. These games included chariot races, theatrical performances, and gladiatorial contests, reflecting the grandeur and importance of Jupiter in Roman culture. Another notable festival was the Feria Latinae, where Latin cities would gather on the Alban Mount to offer sacrifices to Jupiter, symbolizing unity and cooperation among the Latin people. Jupiter's influence extended beyond religion and into the political and military spheres. Roman generals would often offer sacrifices to Jupiter before and after battles, seeking his blessing for victory and giving thanks for their success. Triumphs, or celebratory parades, were held in his honor when a military leader achieved a significant victory, with the general dedicating his spoils and wreath to Jupiter at the capital. Despite his supreme status, Jupiter was not immune to myths and legends that highlighted his complex character. Stories of his numerous affairs and offspring reflect a god with human-like flaws and passions. Among his many children were Mars, the god of war, Vulcan, the god of fire and craftsmanship, and Mercury, the messenger god. Jupiter's worship endured for centuries, adapting and evolving with the Roman state. Even as the Roman Empire embraced Christianity, the legacy of Jupiter lingered in the collective memory and cultural fabric of Rome. His influence can be seen in various aspects of Roman law, governance, and military traditions. Jupiter was also deeply intertwined with the concept of justice. He was seen as the divine enforcer of law and order, and his epithet, Optimus Maximus, meaning best and greatest, reflected his supreme authority over moral and legal matters. Temples and altars dedicated to Jupiter were common in Roman cities, often serving as places where legal matters and disputes were settled. Romans believed that Jupiter watched over them and ensured that justice prevailed, both in personal conduct and state affairs. One of the more intriguing aspects of Jupiter's worship was the practice of augury, the interpretation of omens through the behavior of birds, which was believed to be a means of understanding the will of Jupiter. Augurs, the priests who performed these rituals, played a crucial role in advising Roman leaders and guiding public decision-making. The flight patterns of birds, especially the eagle, Jupiter's sacred animal, were observed carefully during important events, such as military campaigns and political assemblies. Jupiter's mythology is rich with stories that illustrate his character and relationships with other gods. One famous myth involves his struggle against the Titans, race of powerful deities that preceded the Olympian gods. This battle, known as the Titanomachy, ended with Jupiter and his siblings overthrowing the Titans and establishing their rule, symbolizing the triumph of order over chaos. Another notable story is the abduction of Ganymede, a handsome Trojan prince whom Jupiter transformed into an eagle and carried off to Olympus to serve as his cupbearer. This myth highlights Jupiter's complex nature, blending his authoritative and majestic aspects with moments of personal desire and affection. Jupiter also played a significant role in the founding myths of Rome. According to legend, Jupiter's favor was essential for the survival and success of Aeneas, the Trojan hero and ancestor of Romulus and Remus, the legendary founders of Rome. In Virgil's epic poem, the Aeneid, Jupiter is depicted as a guiding force who ensures Aeneas's destiny to establish the Roman people. Cultural practices surrounding Jupiter's worship were diverse and widespread. During the Saturnalia festival, a time of social reversal and merriment, the roles of slaves and masters were temporarily reversed, and public banquets were held. This festival, although primarily honoring Saturn, also acknowledged Jupiter as a guarantor of social order and harmony, even amidst temporary chaos. Jupiter's influence extended beyond Rome and into the broader Roman Empire, where he was syncretized with local deities. In the provinces, Jupiter was often worshipped alongside native gods, blending Roman and local religious practices. For example, in the province of Gaul, Jupiter was identified with the Celtic god Tyrannus, a deity associated with thunder and the sky. The legacy of Jupiter Optimus Maximus also persisted in the architectural and artistic achievements of Rome. His temples, particularly the Grand Temple on the Capitoline Hill, were architectural marvels that symbolized Roman engineering prowess and religious devotion. Statues and reliefs depicting Jupiter were common in public spaces, reinforcing his omnipresent authority and reverence. In summary, the worship of Jupiter Optimus Maximus was a cornerstone of Roman religious life, permeating their legal, political, and social system. His myths and stories reflect a deity of immense power and complexity, whose influence was felt across the vast expanse of the Roman Empire. Jupiter's enduring legacy is a testament to his central role in shaping the spiritual and cultural identity of ancient Rome. In conclusion, Jupiter Optimus Maximus was more than just a god to the Romans. He was a symbol of their state's power, unity, and endurance. His presence in their religion, politics, and daily life underscores the profound impact he had on Roman culture and history. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the world of Jupiter, King of the Roman gods. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more deep dives into the fascinating world of ancient mythology.